My fellow Gibraltarians, Thursday presents us with a great opportunity to change the future of Gibraltar for the better by changing the party in government. My team includes people from all walks of life, all of them with the necessary experience to carry forward the government we need. I have been a lawyer for 17 years and a member of parliament for 8 years already. This is longer than Mr. Caruana before he became chief minister at my age in 1996. Especially after the election of the Partido Popular into government in Spain, we must be careful not to send conflicting signals to Madrid. We in the GSLP Liberals have always been clear on the fundamental issue of our long-term relationship with Spain. Unfortunately, Mr. Caruana has not. At the United Nations, Mr. Caruana has even gone as far as to invite Spain to bring proposals on sovereignty to the Trilateral Forum. Yet the worst moment of Mr. Caruana's approach to managing relations with Spain must be what he said in Seville last year when he talked about recommending, and I emphasize the word recommending, an Andorra solution to you in a referendum. Can you imagine the implications of an Andorra solution and the impact it would have on Gibraltar's identity and our daily lives? He went beyond saying he would put an Andorra solution to us in a referendum. He actually said he might consider recommending it. Perhaps that is why the Spanish Workers' Union, CITIPEG, would prefer a GSD government, because we in the GSLP Liberals are very clear in our approach. We will never recommend an Andorra solution to you or any solution that involves a Spanish head of state for Gibraltar. We will take part in Trilateral Forum talks for mutual cooperation, and we will always be positive in pursuing a good relationship with our Spanish neighbours. But we will never allow Spain to undermine our right to self-determination. The most essential ingredient of self-government is financial stability. With almost £500 million of gross debt, we need to think carefully about the future. Our manifesto makes clear that we will fund our programme and, even more importantly, halve the gross debt Mr. Caruana is leaving us. Why is Mr. Caruana silent on how he will fund the GSD programme for the next 4 years? Well, we know how he funded the 2007 GSD programme, by increasing debt from a maximum borrowing of £100 million to £480 million of actual gross debt, almost £500 million. That is increasing our debt 4 times over in just 4 years. Our current gross debt is £16,000 per man, woman and child. The interest on our debt alone is already costing us £17 million a year at a time of record low interest rates. In fact, Mr. Caruana has admitted at the recent Chamber of Commerce dinner that the new power station, estimated to cost well over £130 million, will have to be paid for on top of the £500 million we already owe. So when you look at Mr. Caruana's manifesto for this election, realize that what you are really looking at is increasing our debt unnecessarily more and more. It is that spiral of debt for the wrong projects that can lead us to ruin. That is why we in the GSLP Liberals have been careful to cost our programme in a way that we know can be delivered, and halve the current gross debt of £480 million by 2015, because we do not choose projects that can lead to economic ruin. Our programme is in many respects self-financing. In fact, I am happy to report that we already have investors expressing interest in assisting with the development of Commonwealth Park and the underground parking we have planned there. As you have seen in our manifesto, Commonwealth Park will be a great asset for our city, an area for leisure and recreation, for young and old, and all in the centre of our city. Additionally, we already have a number of parties expressing interest in developing the high-quality, affordable homes we have planned for co-ownership in different sites. The solar technology we will employ in the development is designed to keep the purchaser's household bills down. So whether it is on our debt, international relations, housing or jobs, as in all matters, you can see that we are better prepared to be entrusted with the administration of our government for the next 4 years. And all in a different style of government a modern, inclusive approach relying on teamwork between ministers and civil servants, not centralized one-man government. For all of those reasons, Thursday can be a defining moment in all of our lives. If you wish to see a change for the better in Gibraltar, go out and vote the 10 GSLP Liberal candidates. We will deliver the change that Gibraltar needs. Thank you for listening.
Have you heard the word out on the street? There is talk about a new beginning. People want to march to a different beat, all united by a common feeling. There is hope in the air, there's a will to declare that it's time for change.
There is a whole new generation waiting to play its part. All it needs is a little motivation. All it needs is a fresh new start.
There is hope in the air, there's a will to declare that it's time for change, time for change. Time for some new blood, for someone that can truly understand. Time for change, time for change. It's time to rearrange, to help all those who need a helping hand.
The future is in our hands. Take a good look around. Be someone that hears our demands. This time we can make it count.
There is hope in the air, there's a will to declare that it's time for change, time for change. It's time for some new blood, for someone that can truly understand. Time for change, time for change. It's time to rearrange, to help all those who need a helping hand. It's time for change, time for change. It's time for some new blood, for someone that can truly understand. Time for change, time for change. It's time to rearrange, to help all those who need a helping hand. Time for change, time for change. It's time for some new blood, for someone that can truly understand. Time for change, time for change. It's time to rearrange, to help all those who need a helping hand. Let everybody know it's time for change.